I've been teaching online for about 10 years, and I'm always looking for ways to help my learners succeed in my classes, especially because I teach asynchronously and online. There's always things that can be improved. And one of those ways I work to improve my courses is by offering multiple formats of content so my learners can choose which one works best for them. I'm talking reading versus video, for instance. So maybe instead of forcing them to read an article, I offer both an article and a video, and I say pick one. You just have to read or watch one. You don't have to do both. They both cover the same content. And then my students can choose whichever works best for them, whether they're commuting, whether they have a learning disorder, whatever makes them learn best. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use free AI tools to create different versions of content so that your learners can choose what's best for them. Or as a student, you can create new formats yourself so you can have a format that works best for you. We're going to start right now with Google Notebook LM. It's free. I don't think it'll be free forever, but it is free for right now, and this is a really amazing tool. We'll go ahead and dive in here. Now, what I've done is I've already gone to Wikipedia and I downloaded an article about Bigfoot. I have a PDF of that. I've already got this untitled notebook here. You can just hit create new. I'll go ahead and find that article, drop it in here. So the first thing you do is you create a new notebook, and then it can do a lot with that here. My favorite thing that Notebook LM can do is a deep dive conversation with two hosts. This is a podcast. This is an AI podcast. It's really neat. I'll go ahead and hit generate. It'll take a moment, but through the magic of editing, you don't have to wait. All right, it has created our podcast. It named it Legends and Lore of Bigfoot, just like it named the notebook itself. Notice this podcast is actually 44 minutes and 50 seconds long. I'm not going to play the whole thing for you. Go ahead and look at the description if you do want to listen to the whole thing, but we'll go ahead and listen to a clip right now.
Let's dive right into it. Today on the deep dive, we're heading into the shadowy forests of North America on the trail of a legend. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch.
Right.
This massive, hairy figure is said to roam our woodlands, particularly, the Pacific Northwest, and it's really held our fascination for decades.
It's pretty remarkable how deeply this creature has embedded itself in, well, both American and Canadian folklore since around the mid-20th century.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe that this is AI? We've got two hosts. They sound completely real. They sound like they're having a conversation about Bigfoot. This is very engaging. This is also a nice option for you to maybe assign your students and have them create their own podcast about a subject. And what you can have them do is actually check that podcast and look for inaccuracies, because a lot of the time there's going to be hallucinations, things that the generative AI tool has made up. AI does make mistakes, even if you're feeding it something to create a podcast about. There's still probably going to be mistakes in there or things that were not in your source text that it has added. So consider that as a fun assignment for your students. Next up, we're going to take a look at MagicSchool. This is free for educators, and it has so much to offer, and these are all from an educator's perspective here. I've favorited my tools here at the top. Consider other formats for your content, including interactives. So for instance, you can generate a worksheet from any given content. Choose your level. Let's say 12th grade. I'm going to go ahead and upload my document here. Again, this is my PDF of the Wikipedia article. I'm just going to hit generate, wait just for a moment, and it's going to create a worksheet for us. Okay, it's all done. So it's gone ahead and it's created a summary here at the top. It gave me some fill in the blank options. Got 5 of those here. That's a check reading comprehension. It's got a word bank here for you to use in those fill in the blanks. It also provided a quiz with multiple choice questions as well as 3 open-ended questions. And it does include an answer key for you here down below. So you just copy and paste this into Google Docs, into Microsoft Word, fancy that up into your very own worksheet for your students. I also like the text summarizer. You can take any text and you can have it be the length that you want it to be. So say I want this to be 1 page. I put that same article in. I just want to make a quick reading because that actual article is very, very long. Now I'm using kind of a silly topic here, but this is a really great option for, say, undergraduate readings, graduate readings, anything very technical that you want to kind of give an introduction to. And this would also be a good option for giving an overview of a topic before students read something that's more in depth. So this is a nice way to kind of organize what they're going to learn, and then when they do go more in depth into this topic, they already have an overview of what the topic's going to be. So I did a really nice job summarizing this article. It has separate headings there, and it's broken it into individual paragraphs. Very readable, very nice summary there. Again, you can copy and paste this into the format of your choice. You can also edit it, you can export it, you can ask for changes to it in this text box down below. Now, we already saw an example of multiple choice quiz, but I just want to point that option is here as well. And there's tons more tools down here below, and you can even create your own tools in MagicSchool. Again, this is free. It's a really nice set of tools based on AI to make what you do go a little bit faster. Now, I did want to go back to that output for the text summary. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to take you over to ElevenLabs. ElevenLabs is a text-to-speech tool. So if you have this summary and you're like, this is great, I want to turn this into an audio file so my students can listen to it, or maybe so they can choose to either read it or listen to it. Give them some choices here. So I've already copied this text here. I'm going to paste that in here with ElevenLabs and generate speech. Now, this tool, you only get about 10 minutes a month for free, but ElevenLabs really is one of the best, if not the best, AI voice synthesizer. There's other ones out there, and I want you to know that these kinds of tools exist. I'll go ahead and generate, and then we'll take a listen.
Bigfoot overview. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is a legendary creature purported to inhabit North American forests, particularly the Pacific Northwest.
Okay, so it created this audio file in the voice of Matilda. You can choose other voices here down below. You can have a little preview of them. Let's go ahead and use this one. All right, I'll regenerate again just so you can have a listen.
Bigfoot overview. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, is a legendary creature purported to inhabit North American forests, particularly the Pacific Northwest.
Let's go ahead and move on to video generators. Now, this is not the best tool, but it is free and it can still create some really great learning experiences for your students. This is invideo AI. You can create a free account. It has about 10 minutes of video for free per month that you can generate. I went ahead and put in the topic, create a 2-minute video for 5-year-olds on Bigfoot. I selected generate a video. It asked me a couple of questions. Did you want it to be slower? Did you want it to be faster? And here's what it came up with. Parts of the video are kind of a little creepy, but what it does is it takes stock photos and videos, puts it together with voiceover. Go ahead and watch this clip.
Hey kids, have you ever heard of Bigfoot? Bigfoot is a super cool legend that comes from deep in the forest. Some people say Bigfoot is a huge, furry creature that looks a bit like a giant monkey. Wow, right? Now some folks believe Bigfoot is really good at hiding. That's why it's so hard to find him. Imagine playing hide and seek with Bigfoot.
You probably noticed it has the text on screen, which can be great, can also be a little distracting, so that would really depend on your audience if this would work really well or not. And yes, those watermarks are going to be in the video unless you upgrade to a paid account, but hey, not bad for free. All right, let's move on to Canva AI. So I've got a free account in Canva, and what I did was just ask it to create a slide deck about Bigfoot. Hit enter, it'll take a few moments to think. All right, it's given me a few options here. If you hover over them, you can get a preview of each slide. You can move on and see some of the other options as well. Each of them is about 6 to 8 slides long. It's really important when you do go through these, you do look for hallucinations. Ooh, I think I like the way this one looks. Let's go ahead and use that one. So once you choose one you like, you can put it into Canva Editor and you can start editing it. You can change the font, you can change the wording, you can do whatever you like here. I will note that when you export this to PowerPoint, if that's something you want to do, open it up in PowerPoint and make it accessible there, because Canva generally is not very accessible. They say they are, but they're not quite there yet. But you can see it did a pretty good job of breaking it down into subsections. It's kind of a good start to this slide deck. Now, I did not talk about ChatGPT or Claude today. Claude is my personal favorite. I use Claude all the time to summarize text, to fix automatically generated captions like from YouTube. I use it to help clean up transcripts. You can use simple text-based generative AI tools like ChatGPT or Claude to also take a lot of content and make it more usable. You can take a video summary or transcript, put that into ChatGPT or Claude, have it write multiple choice quizzes for you, have it create a worksheet for you. A lot of these things can be done in ChatGPT or Claude. You don't necessarily have to use MagicSchool, but it can be really nice just for getting more ideas to try out these different tools. All right, which was your favorite one? I would love to hear about it. Tell me all about it in the comments. I'm Lindsay, and I cover instructional design, e-learning development, and all things online teaching and learning.